And with this first episode of Plate Exchange, we enter Wrestlemania week. I'm Steve with On the Ring Apron. Alyssa working the camera behind us. Say hey.
Hey.
There you go. That's sweet and simple. I love it. Mwah! Welcome to Plate Exchange, a subsidiary of On the Ring Apron. Again, Steve representing the new Mania Club. Hey, check out the back.
Nice.
So now if you see us out in Dallas next week, now you can spot us. We all are going to be sporting them, so you'll be seeing Kia and Lissa throughout the week on our different shows. But we are here, of course, for those of you who have never joined us for a Plate Exchange. This is our show where we literally exchange plates when we have new champions, and we've actually got two of them that we get to do tonight in the form of, first, the new Intercontinental Champion in Ricochet, who shocked Sami Zayn with a bit of an assist from Johnny Knoxville. And then you also have Dolph Ziggler, who definitely shocked everybody down at the Performance Center, beating the former champion Bron Breakker as well as Tommaso Ciampa to win the NXT Championship, and he will defend next week at NXT Stand and Deliver, and we will be doing his plate shortly. So, as we do with all plate exchanges, we do want to acknowledge all champions. For those of you, of course, who are looking over my shoulder, you'll see I am holding the Raw Tag Team Championships, and I probably should have brought my mouse over here with me, but that is because we also have new Raw Tag Team Champions. I say new, but technically it's, I guess, returning champions in the form of RK Bro, Riddle, and Randy Orton, who were able to win back the Raw Tag Team Championships on an episode of Raw 2 weeks ago, defeating the Alpha Academy to win the championships, and they will take those titles into a triple threat at WrestleMania next week against the Alpha Academy and also the Street Profits. No plates to exchange on those, obviously, but we do want to acknowledge the title change and that we do have new Raw Tag Team Champions in the form of RK Bro. So we move to what is the first of our titles. You can see the plates and stuff. If Alyssa, you want to get a shot of those real quick. But we do have the new Dolph Ziggler plates ready to go here. We'll be seeing more of those in a minute here. But first we are going to switch out the Intercontinental Championship. So let me do a little switcheroo here. But of course the new champion is Ricochet over on the blue brand, as he was able, with the assist of Johnny Knoxville, able to win the Intercontinental Championship for the first time in his career, defeating Sami Zayn and leading to the Anything Goes match between Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn. The conspiracy theory continues for Sami, and ultimately Ricochet reaps the benefits and becomes the Intercontinental Champion. Right now, he doesn't have a match at Mania as of the time of this recording. Now, by the time this airs, very well possible it's going to change. With the passing of Razor Ramon, of course, our deepest condolences to the Hall family. A lot of people are trying to push for there to be a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, and the type of match that him, as well as Shawn Michaels, both made famous. We'll see if that comes to fruition. There's a lot of names on Smackdown that right now do not have matches. You look at people like Sheamus, you look at Ridge Holland, you look at Kofi Kingston. Of course, Ricochet himself, the champion. You just look at this, and there's a lot of people that are sitting on that blue brand roster that right now do not have matches. And so you wonder, will they find a place for it? But let's get back to the business here of changing the plates. The Sami Zayn plates, the former ones on here, and we will be switching out to the Ricochet plates. So while we are sitting here discussing, as we said, it is Mania week. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff. And speaking of plates, we put out the post earlier today, in fact, that at the hands of all of our followers, we asked you guys, what did you want to see us give away this year at our WrestleMania Top Rope Spoilers? And to my happiness, it was side plates. I don't know if you guys are wanting the WWE ones or wanting, me to make you some customized ones, but I am good with either scenario. But at the end of the day, that is what you guys wanted, so that is what is going to happen. So if you have not had an opportunity to look at the community post that is on YouTube as well as on our other social medias, on Twitter and on Instagram, be sure to go take a look and get yourself signed up. For every post and follow that we get through our social medias, you get entered for an opportunity during both shows, both Saturday's show and Sunday's show, to win a set of WWE side plates of your choosing. And we can either order you a set of a person you like from the WWE shop, or we have the option, just like we do with some of our plates here, of getting the customized ones made for you. And if that's the case, then you'll get a set of generics with the customization on it if you so choose. It just has to stay within the WWE brand because that's all we're allowed to use. So, going back to this real quick, the Sami Zayn plates are out, and the Ricochet plates will now enter. Maybe I'll turn them right side up. I'll have the same snafu as last time. But, you know, an opportunity for you guys to kind of join in on the fun that I get to have here every time there's a title change and get a chance to maybe start your own plate collection. And if nothing else, at least have an opportunity to represent your favorite on your own title belts. Other things that kind of came up, of course, t-shirts were up there. Meet and greets were something that got brought up. But unfortunately, meet and greets not an available option this year because all meet and greets are in person. So unless you're going to Wrestlemania, then that doesn't help. I did have a handful of people that wanted us to give away Mania tickets. A little late for that now. So unfortunately, not an option. Maybe something if we think about it a little bit sooner, maybe for next year. We also, of course, you know, I'm pretty sure there's some legalities in there as well in case, you know, someone under the age of 18 ends up winning it. You know, how does the process work in that particular instance? That one's not going in. But, you know, it is what it is, and ultimately, I was very happy when, you know, side plates ended up being what ultimately won out, so that'll be something certainly fun for me, you know, and an opportunity to, you know, kind of, again, represent your favorite on your belts, you know, and see what comes of that. So while I'm sitting here apparently struggling with this one particular one right here, because this one decides it does not want to go in right now, I'm going to pass it off to Alyssa here, because I've been doing talking here for a little bit. You will be attending your first Mania.
Yeah.
And you're now inside of a week at the time of, you know, this actually going live. So give us your thoughts. And, you know, there's a lot of people that follow us that are saying, I've never been to one, but I hope to go to one someday. So kind of give your initial thoughts in terms of how you're feeling right now, knowing that you're getting close, but you're not quite there yet.
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm excited, but, you know, I got my personal thing, so I'm a little scared, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to get to see the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, but y'all know that's what she's excited about.
For y'all that don't know, I love the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, step in line, sweetie.
It's okay. I will take that line every day. Anyway, back to the story, though. Yes, I'm excited, though. And I feel like it's going to be a little different from all the other pay-per-views, because you always say, premium live events.
Yeah, not pay-per-views anymore. Even I'm still messing that up.
LOL. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a little different, like, bigger stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Well, WrestleMania, you know, and for full context, this will be, for me and Kia, this will be our 10th.
Really?
You know, we started at 27, and that's 10, assuming that you forget that you don't include the phantom, you know, WrestleMania 36 that ended up happening behind closed doors, because we still have tickets to that particular one. I still have the physical tickets in my possession, in fact, of an event that never actually happened. But you're absolutely right in the fact that WrestleMania is just different than any other event that you can attend, due to the fact that, just simply put, it's, you know, it's bigger. The environment's different. You're not sitting in an arena with only, you know, 10 or 15,000 people. You're sitting in an arena that's going to have over 100,000 people. Wow. And so, you know, the matches are bigger. The matches are better. Sorry for you, Alyssa, but the pyro's bigger.
Oh God.
She full context, Alyssa does not handle the pyro very well, and I know you're not the only person who feels that way. I've met a lot of people that just will specifically pick their seats because they don't want to be near the fireworks. They don't want to be near, you know, the pyro and whatnot. So that's everyone's certainly personal choice, but it is what it is.
Yeah. All
right. Well, that one screw finally decided it wanted to give way, and I'm gonna have to work with that one. But either way, Ricochet plates on there for now. Get you a clear look at those. But he is our new Intercontinental Champion, defeating Sami Zayn to win the championship. But we'll get more to the WrestleMania story here in a second. Mm-hmm. But let's go ahead and switch over to our second belt of this particular episode, and that was the surprising title change of the NXT Championship down on the 2.0 brand, which is a main roster star winning the NXT Championship in the form of Dolph Ziggler, certainly with the assist of his Dirty Dog's partner, Big Bob. Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, excuse me, coming in. He's able to stun both one legend of NXT in Tommaso Ciampa and the, at the time, current NXT champion in the form of Bron Breakker. He wins the NXT title. He will defend in a rematch against Breakker coming up later this week at Stand and Deliver, which we will be at as well. There you see the Bron Breakker plates. You saw the plate exchange we did a couple of weeks ago that showed him winning the championship. And now we switch over to Dolph. Excuse me. So, anyway, back to Mania, though. You know, we look at everything when it comes to WrestleMania, and it just, again, it's all just bigger, you know. And it's also, for the first time in a couple of years, it's definitely going to be unique from a fan perspective, because for the first time in 3 years, we're actually going to have, you know, WrestleMania in front of the crowd that it is meant to have. You know, because most of the time, WrestleMania being your biggest event of the year happens, you know, in front of an audience of 70, 80, 90, even 100,000 people, depending upon your stadium. But then 36, of course, the empty arena, WrestleMania, and then last year at 37, an event that Kia and I did attend, ultimately they had us in, like, pods, where you only had, you know, your little group, and then there was nobody seated within 2 rows or 2 sets of seats in any direction. So ultimately, in a stadium that could hold, you know, Tampa could hold 72 or 73,000, I believe. I think the attendance of both nights was only somewhere around 27 or 28,000, because everybody was, you know, spaced out, and, you know, they were making sure for safety and everything else. Obviously, we've come a long way in terms of COVID regulations and everything since then, so they feel it's safer, and, you know, everybody hopefully has done their homework, and everybody that does go there comes in safe. Back to the plates here real quick. That's the Bron Breakker plates coming off, and now we move the Ziggler plates on. But, you know, the opportunity, you know, and again, if you've never attended a WrestleMania, it's louder, it's definitely more energetic, because this is the card that, if you are a performer, this is the card of all cards. This is the one you want to be on, you know. And there are people who argue that the only other match you could possibly have in your entire lifetime would be one in front of your own hometown crowd, you know. And I suppose, you know, maybe once or twice a year, maybe 3, of course, depending upon where you're from, you have that opportunity. But at the end of the day, Mania is the card of all cards in terms of WWE. And you look at folks like, you know, we talked about, you know, Ciampa and Bron Breakker here. You know, their goal is to get on the Mania card. That's their goal, is to find a way to get themselves onto WrestleMania at some point in their careers. They both obviously have a very strong wrestling background. You know, we don't know how much longer someone necessarily like Ciampa has left, but someone like Breakker, the lineage of the Steiner family that he comes from, you know, he's destined to, you know, be a great superstar in WWE, assuming that, you know, he's, you know, pushed in the right direction and is, you know, well received by the WWE universe, which I imagine he will be, considering his lineage. But you also look at someone, that doesn't necessarily mean that it guarantees you anything, because 2 names you can bring up right off the bat are Roman Reigns and Charlotte Flair, who, of course, both have a very rich history from their respective families. And as a result, both of them kind of got the shaft when they first got here and had to earn the respect of the WWE universe when they first came up from NXT, in order to make their own mark, really with their own name, instead of living off their family's name. But moving back to Alyssa here real quick as I wrap this up. If you're just sight unseen, and no, Roman Reigns winning the championship cannot be your answer here, because that's a little too easy. But aside from that, what's one thing you hope happens at Mania that, you know, if you could pick one thing that you just want to make sure this particular thing happens, what is it?
I want Bianca to get the championship back.
Yeah, that's a receipt that's been sitting there for a few months now.
I want that receipt. I want that refund. That's what I want.
Do you think she needs to break the 26 seconds? Do you think that needs to happen?
Yeah, I feel like that is crucial. That is well needed. I need it.
But yeah, we'll definitely see it, and don't worry, you're going to get a chance to see plenty of it. First, here's the Ziggler plate. Sorry, we're forgetting why we're here, but the Ziggler plate's now on the NXT Championship, and we'll see if he's still the champion here at the end of this upcoming week as he defends again at Stand and Deliver against Bron Breakker, with likely the loser of that match probably returning back to Monday Night Raw. So we could potentially see Ziggler's run at NXT go on for a little while longer, and Breakker may be permanently on his way to the main roster. Or it could be that, this is a short change to get views on NXT, and ultimately they put it back on Breakker. We'll see how it goes. But you're going to see, as I said, plenty more of us, both here on the show as well as in person. If you're traveling to Dallas, be safe on your way there. But also be on the lookout for us. Mania Club jerseys, you're going to see them all over the place from myself, Gary, Tay-Tay, DeMario, Heather, Stephanie. I can stand here all day and list names. But primarily you're looking for the three of us. You're looking for myself. You're looking for Kia. You're looking for Alyssa. You're going to see that on ring apron on the back. So, you spot us, stop in, say hey. We're not scary people. We don't bite. Unless you want us to.
I'll bite. I'm kidding.
It's a corny, unless you're Roman Reigns. Then he might bite. Either way, not the point. We got lots of shows coming up for you. This is going to be a really fun week. I mean, if you're not hyped up, it's WrestleMania week. If you're not hyped up this week, then when are you going to get hyped up? We've got 3 Top Rope Spoilers episodes coming up this week. One for NXT Stand and Deliver, and then we're going to cover each of the nights individually for WrestleMania, both WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday. And remember, go check out our community post both on Instagram and on YouTube, because if you want to join in, you have an opportunity to win yourself a set-aside place of your own. But that was Plate Exchange. I'm Steve with On the Ring Apron. Join us for our next episode. Keep an eye on our posts, because we're going to be posting a lot this week, as I'm sure a lot of folks are. But you guys, take it easy.
Peace.